You know, my husband isn't so much in a band as he is a drinking club that sometimes gets live shows. Hey, FlossTube land, how's everybody doing today? It's sunny, but really chilly spring day here in Northern Virginia. I'm actually feeling a little bit robbed. I don't know about the rest of you guys up here in the Northeast, but this is ridiculous. It's early April, and I think the high today maybe broke 42 degrees or something like that. Now, I know some of you guys are from the north and colder places, and it's no big deal to you, but I'm a Southerner, born and bred. Born in North Carolina, grew up in Alabama, and to me, anything under 65 degrees is, forget it. I'm not going out of the house. So I actually did have to go out today, and my temperature gauge, I have an indoor outdoor thermometer thing, and the outdoor thermometer must have been in the sun because it said it was 50 degrees. So I'm thinking, oh, great. And so I go out with just, a sweater. Oh, I was like ready to die by the time I had to go downtown and put some stuff in the mail. I'll mention more about that in a second. Anyway, yeah, my thermometer lied, and I paid the price. Anyway, enough of that. I wanted to do a quick update video just to kind of cover what I've done in March, which isn't much. I belong to the Stitch Mania Facebook group, and they were doing the mostly monogamous March in there, and I was really monogamous. I only worked on one piece. I was going to get the picture, but anyway, it's Mirabilia Twin Mermaids, and this is pretty much all I did in the month of March. I got the two mermaids, heads and torsos and hair, and the crown. And I have to say that, I'm having a wonderful time stitching them. This is, all the Mirabilias are so much fun to stitch. If you've never stitched one before, jump in, give it a try. Nora Corbett, who's the designer, has so many different sizes and complexities of her projects, and this is really big. It's turning out, it's bigger than I thought it would be, but that's okay. Undaunted. And it's funny because the mermaid who would be, I guess if you're looking at it, she's on the left mermaid, it feels like this part of her took no time at all, like couple of weeks maybe. Right mermaid, she must be the evil twin of the twin mermaids, because I did more frogging on her, and it wasn't big sections, but it was a lot of little, I don't know, I kept using the wrong color, or I was off the pattern, off the chart by a couple of stitches, and anyway, she's the evil twin, she's the good twin. So, so far they're stitching up really fast. So I'm back over on the good twin, and I'm starting to get into her tail section. And I was planning to finish this project by, I was thinking originally I'd finish it by late May and give it to my favorite cousin's twin daughters. And I don't think that's gonna work out now, just time-wise, because, well, a lot of reasons, and I won't get really heavily into them because it's kind of boring. But as much fun as I'm having working on the project, I do want to try to rotate a few WIPs. I still have a couple of other projects that are kind of close to finished, and they're calling my name, so I think I'm going to work them back in the rotation. One of them is, if you haven't seen this in a previous video, it's my flower shop from the Cross Stitch and Country Crafts issue. This is like 1996. Yeah, January, February 1996. This is like the same year that I got into cross stitching. And the very same year, I see this magazine and it has these Hardinger projects in it, and I didn't know at the time that Hardinger was supposed to be difficult, so I was like, oh, what the heck, I'm gonna try it, and I did, and loved it. So I've done this piece before and finished it and framed it and gave it to my aunt, and so I don't know who this second one would be for, but I kind of want to finish it up just because it can go really fast if you are determined. So that's one of the things I'll be working on. One of the other things that I'm kind of jumping into, getting back into, is the knitting. I've only been knitting for maybe a year and a half, never been very good at it. The 2x2 ribbing is about the best I can do. So scarves like this, I make these keyhole scarves, and they go fast. They just take one skein of yarn. They're really fun to do. I have to say I like knitting mainly because of the portability. I can go anywhere. I go get a pedicure and I sit there in the chair and I knit in the chair, and of course everybody passes by me and goes, what you doing? What you doing? It's kind of fun. I don't know. As much as I do enjoy knitting, I don't think I'm ever going to be really good at it. And it's kind of one hobby too many for me. So it's sort of like a place of employment. Last in is first out. So it's the last hobby I picked up, and I've decided it's going to be one that I drop. So I'm going ahead and actually got my box of yarn. This amazing yarn by amazing brand by Lion. It's so, I hated it the first time I tried to work with it, just because I had it on the wrong kind of needle. I think I was using like a bamboo needle or something, and it was really sticky and hard for me to slide the yarn on, so I switched over to acrylic needles, and that went really well. And then I got a really good pair of wood needles, and they also work really well with this yarn. So I ended up loving it. I hated it at first, now I love it. But, I've decided I've got a number of skeins here. I've got like 9, well 10 if you count the one I just put on the needles today. I just cast on. So I'm going to try to blaze through these as quick as I can and just make a whole bunch of scarves, and then next year when the weather turns cold, I'll try selling them again and tell everyone, hey, it's your last chance to get these. Don't get them now, then they're gone and that's it. And so I think I'll be, unless I get really tired of it, that's probably going to be my focus for the next 6 weeks or so. I'm trying to knock out a scarf about every 3 days, and they're not real long, so I know you veteran knitters are probably thinking, okay, you're slow. I am. That's probably another reason why I'm going to stop, drop the knitting after I get these last scarves made, is because I am kind of slow, and I've tried to teach myself other ways to speed up and do it. So I don't know. Nothing against knitting. I may take it back up again one day. I'm sure I'll hold on to some of my yarns, but and I was thinking the other yarns that I don't use, I might de-stash. That's something I've done with some of my old cross-stitch, either projects I started, knew I'd never finish, or some things that I just never even started. I have de-stashed a few things with FlossTube, and it's gone extremely well. So thank you to everybody who has picked up my. I've been getting rid of sort of the white elephant items in my stash. And yes, I know Jack is behind me. Say hi, Jack. Hey, Jack. Say hi to FlossTube. Oh yeah, he remembers FlossTube. He's still mad about being framed as a lazy cat, but hey, what can I say? He's a great actor. If you didn't see my Thread Ballet video with Jack starring in it, go back and look. It's a couple of episodes ago. I don't remember which one. Anyway, my cat Jack has been in a starring role in my YouTube videos, FlossTube videos. So, anywho, the white elephant giveaways that I did, I was just doing them for the cost of postage, and it went really well. And I hope everybody who got things from me and added them to your stash, I hope you enjoy stitching them, and I would love to see the finished versions when you finish them. If you get a chance, that would be great. So let's see, other than that, man, I don't really have much in the way of updates. I did go to Lancaster County for my 5-day visit, and in one way, just from a personal sense of visiting with friends and just driving around and taking in the scenery, it was a great success. As far as the vlogging aspect goes, kind of a failure. I've done 2 videos already. I put up day 1 was 1 video, and then I condensed day 2 and 3 into 1 video and just uploaded that today, and it's Tuesday. So anyway, but I had never vlogged before, and so I learned a lot of good lessons about what makes a good vlog and how to get video. I was trying to get a lot of video while I was driving, and that turned out to be not such a good idea, and not so much from the safety standpoint, because I had the camera set up where it's very easy to turn off and on, and it wasn't a distraction, so that wasn't the problem. But the vibration, the car, maybe I should have put the camera tripod on something soft to sort of absorb the vibration, but if I went faster than, say, 15 miles an hour, then the engine noise and the road noise really distorted my voice, and so that was a mess. And I also realized that I tried to get a few scenes of just me holding the camera up when I was outside of the car, kind of panning it around, and it turned out to be a shaky mess. I moved the camera too fast. I was watching it on playback and thinking, oh God, I'm going to make my audience seasick watching these videos. So I still have a ways to go for vlogging, but I need to keep doing it. I need to get good at it, because at the end of July I am going to Germany for 5 days, hoping to get into France for at least 1 day, just because that's where a lot of my ancestors are from, France, and I always wanted to go. I've never been to Germany either, so I'm going for a music festival, and it's going to be a blast, I know, and I will do my best to vlog there as well, but I hopefully will be better at it by the time I get there, because it's going to be quite an experience, and I really want to capture it and be able to share it with anybody who's interested. So that's some of my news. Other than that, really stitchy wise, yeah, no, I don't have much going on. Oh, that was the other, speaking of the Lancaster trip, I fully intended to go by the needle workshop, Hodgepodge, that's in Strasbourg, and when I first booked this trip, it was a couple of months ago, and I didn't realize it was Easter weekend. I just went, what was it thinking? So, it turns out that the needle workshop was closed the whole time I was there. It opened on Tuesday morning, the same morning I was driving home, and I had to get on the road by 9, so I didn't get a chance to go by. So no needlework footage, no haul. No, I fail. I'm bad, you suck. Anyway, no, I really am bummed about that, because I love going there. I just love driving through Strasbourg, period. So, anywho, next time there will be another visit. There's always another Lancaster trip. So, but yeah, thank you to everybody who has watched my 2 vlogs so far of Lancaster. I have a little more footage to put up. It just, yeah, it didn't turn out the way I was hoping it would, but hey, so it goes. It's a learning experience, and that's the main thing. So I'm just trying to think of anything else that might be of interest to you guys. Jack, anything of interest? Jack, do you have anything to say to FlossTube? Meow. No, he has nothing to say. He's just gonna sit there and look cute, aren't you, buddy? Yep. You'd probably rather watch Jack for the rest of this video than me, wouldn't you? Yes, you would. Okay, fine. I'll keep it on Jack. Anyway, Jack doesn't mind. Look at him. He's a rock star. He's such a cute kitty. Other than that, yeah, I don't have any other WIP progress to report because, again, I was monogamous for March. I only worked on Twin Mermaids, and coming up in the rotation, I showed you the flower shop, and if I can get the specialty fibers for it, whoops, sorry, I lost Jack. If I can get the specialty fibers for it, then I will do Home of a Needle Worker as well, which I had intended to start. Alright, that's enough of Jack. I had intended to start Home of a Needle Worker as a part of a stitch along on Stitch Mania, and I realized I didn't have the fibers that I needed for it, so that was another big fail on my part. So this is just a fail video. It's alright. I'll come back. I'll get the fibers. And I have another project that I'm thinking of starting that I won't show right now. I charted it myself, and it's based on well, anyway, I don't know how it's going to turn out. It's honestly going to be kind of an experiment, so I'm not going to give you a preview or anything, 'cause I don't know, I might abandon it. But it's going to be for somebody. I plan, if I can get it done and take it with me to Germany, I'm going to take it to Germany. It's for somebody that I will see over there, so hopefully it turns out well and they like it. We'll see. But I am kind of excited about it, and I asked on Stitch Mania for opinions on fabric shops, and a couple people said Fabrics by Steph, so that's who I went with. I ordered the Abyss fabric, just ordered it today, so don't know when it's going to come in, but once I get started on the project, it's not going to be very big, and I think it'll be pretty straightforward. I've already created the chart, and so yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. And I'm doing it over one, so on 25 count Lugana, which I had said I wasn't going to work with again, but here I go. Making promises and failing all over the place to keep them. Alright, that's about it. I think if I keep going, I'm just gonna ramble. The Needle Minder giveaway, by the way, big success. That was my thank you for 200 subscribers. I'm now up to 300 subscribers. Alright! So I may have to do another giveaway before too much longer. I've decided if I get up to like 500 for sure, I'll do another giveaway. I've got a couple of neat things I think people would be interested in. And I'm going to start a Facebook group for my needle minders. Currently I have a page for my business, my jewelry business that I've never really been super active in, off and on, called Corva Jewels, C-O-R-V-A. Corva Jewels. You can look that up if you want to. I will announce when I make the private group for my needle minders and other various things I want to sell. I'll announce it on that page and here on FlossTube as well. So that's something you can look forward to. But yeah, congratulations again to the winners, the people who. I drew 6 names, I think, and an emergency backup name because one of them didn't get back to me. So I know that most everyone has gotten the needle minders. I sent out the last 2 today, and Amaya in España, if you're watching this, hola. And I am very, very, very sorry for I did not realize when I went to send this needle minder to Amaya in Spain that it would cost $13.50 for postage. What? So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have. So thank you again to everybody who has subscribed, commented, liked. It's, again, I can't stress how great of a community FlossTube is, how it has motivated me to really get back into the first real true hobby, my first true love, cross stitch. And I've met just some fantastic people. I'm not as active on the Facebook groups as I would really like to be, and part of that is because I have so many other hobbies, like the knitting, the jewelry stuff, the writing, which I'm still trying to do. I'm trying to teach myself French. Yeah, je prends le français par moi-même. I'm trying to learn by myself. I don't even have a speaking partner. If anybody out there speaks French and you'd like to be my partner, s'il vous plaît, get in touch. I'm learning by the it's French. No offense to French Canadian speakers. I know that's a very different kind of French from I'm learning, the French is spoken in the old country where my ancestors are from. So, but if you're French Canadian, you get in touch anyway. Hey, it's cool. C'est le français. C'est tout est bien. Yeah. Anyway, that's enough bad French. It's enough bad everything. I'm gonna stop rambling now. So anyway, I hope you all are having a great week, and I hope if it's chilly where you are that it warms up. We all have wonderful weather, and get out there and maybe even get to do some stitching outside. So I'm hoping my next update video will be live from my back deck, or recorded from my back deck, whatever. Anyway, you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you soon. Bye.